Join us for the 38th Annual Stellar Awards Virtual Media Roundtable. We have artists such as J.J. Harrison. We also have Isabel Davis. We have the lovely Pastor Mike Jr. We have Lena Byrd Miles, as well as David and Tamala Mann. Thank you so much to Don Jackson, as well as Jennifer, Tasha, the whole team, just for the opportunity, and congratulations to all the nominees. So a question I have, and it can be directed towards any of the artists, but the Stellar Awards honors various categories of excellence. So we have the songwriting, the productions, the vocal performance. So I'm curious to know which aspect of the creative process is most fulfilling for you, and how does it contribute to the overall impact of your music?
Lena, do you want to take that first? And then maybe Isabel, you can follow up.
Okay. She said, which part is most fulfilling out of songwriting? I'm just making sure I'm hearing correctly with the question. Yes. Or comprehending. Oh, I think, I don't know if I could narrow it down for me, just because I'm the new person as far as recording. This is my first album, so I think all of it. But maybe most of all, I would say seeing everything come together. Like even once we get into the studio and seeing production, and how one example I'll use is one of my songs we were working on during the pandemic, and the challenge was working on it while we were all in different states. So Pastor Warren Campbell had to fly to Nashville for the strings and the orchestra there to get that part, and then go somewhere else for, I think he used someone in Dallas, Texas to be the choir for another aspect. So for me, I think seeing all the dots come together, everything, all the dots to connect when you just hear of an idea, or being faced with a challenge and still having to reroute, but still seeing it come together and sound as beautiful as it does when everything comes together. It's almost like you itemize the keyboard and the drums, and then you hear like, oh, that's what they were doing. So for me, hearing it all come together, from lyrics to production to full out, here goes the lead on top of that, to the smallest little instrumentation happening. When it all comes together, is probably the biggest thing for me that I get excited about, because it starts off as a skeleton and then becomes this full thing. So I hope I'm answering correctly, but I think for me, all of the pieces coming together is the biggest thing, to be like, wow, I'm usually blown away when I hear like the sample version of what we've created together. So I hope I answered somewhat close to.
She answered it perfectly. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Did you have anything you wanted to add, Isabel?
No, I was going to piggyback what she said. It's so true. It's coming from like the voice notes, going back to the lyric, and then kind of watching how it evolves. For me, it's very mutual. Lena, I know what you mean, because it's like you go back to the midis and the demos and all of those things, and then you're listening to the finished product going, man, these BGVs are killing, it is such a beautiful, just an evolution of the music. So I have to agree with her. I think for me, it is just appreciating the entire process, from lyric and voice notes to melody to bringing the production together. I would have to say, yeah, it's super rewarding.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
The Stellar Awards this year takes place Saturday, July 15th with co-host Jonathan McReynolds and co-host Tasha Cobbs-Leonard. Stay tuned.